Hello everyone to another Catan video. So I am in the second position. Not a lot of ore on this board. A decent amount of wheat, wood and brick. Average amount of sheep and yeah. So I think to begin with, the 659 spot is an excellent spot, especially because getting ore on this board will be difficult. So you would want to make sure that your production is high to begin with, because cities and increasing production later on in the game will not be a very feasible option. 8-5-10 is also good because you do get the best ore spot on the board along with a little wood and brick. Okay, so yeah, so red does go for 8-5-10, and as I mentioned, I will be going for 6-5-9. That's the best producing spot on this board. And I think I'll point to the right so that I can build on the 9-10 and get some ore later on in the game. I might also think of going towards the sheep port if I get something like a 6-9-3 spot or 6-9 available to me. The another reason why I'm not pointing my road upwards is because somebody can pick up 6-11-12, point to the right and cut me off. Especially something like a gray can do that, or red might not want to do that because red is looking for wheat and sheep. Yeah, even I think even brown can pick up the 6-11-12 spot right now. So yeah, so I think pointing upwards could have been a mistake. We'll find out soon enough though. Gray does have a decent option over here of 8-3-4 and 6-9-3, and they can try get playing the overweight sheep game. And in my case, I think I can go for something like a 9-4-11, so that I can get a little more over and a decent amount of wheat as well. 9-10-11 would also be a decent option for sure. Yeah, Gray is taking their time to decide what they want to do. I think 8-4-3-6-3-9 is a decent pick. So yeah, Gray does go for 8-4-3. Maybe they want something like a little brick to go with all the wood that they have. If that is the case, they can go for something like 9-4-3 as well. And then point to the right, try building on the 6-3 to get sheep. Okay, they do pick the choice that I think is better. Yeah, Brown can go for. So yeah, as expected, as I had already mentioned, Brown might go for the spot. In my case, I think 9-4-11 is a decent pick, but I am reconsidering, and now I think 9-10-11 will be better, especially because I especially because if I pick 9-4-11, I give the option of 10-9-2 to red, and red is the one who wants wheat and sheep. So if I pick this spot, I block the 10-9-11 spot for them. Sorry, 10-9-2 spot for red, and then red will have to play a game without any wheat or maybe a very low wheat producing spot. The only problem is where do I point my road? Because if I point it upwards, red can place on the 6-3-11 point right, and if I point my road to the right, red can place on 4-5-11 and point upwards. So in both case, my road will be wasted. Um, Red can go for something like a 5-2 spot as well. So that is an option that I need to think about. In any case, at this point, I think I can point to the right and try building on the. Actually, okay, so I ran out of time, but I was planning to point to the left and build on the 6-2. Yeah, so, okay. So red does go for the 5-2 spot. Actually, this is a decent setup for me because now I have the option of 6-3-11 as well as 4-5-11 open to me along with the 9-10. So I do have a good amount of settlement spots to build later on in the game. Um, so yeah, not a bad setup. So these early 10s and 11s are good for me. If another 11 rolls, I will already have a city, and that will be huge. Let me go for a. Let me try getting that. Although I know Grey doesn't have any over in hand, it's just a. I mean, just an offer so that Grey knows that I am willing to trade. Red rolls a 9, so now at least I have a def card in hand. I roll a 6, getting a little break. Um, I will offer a wheat. Let's see what I can get in return. Yeah, so seems like I'm not getting any trade. So just because of that reason, I think I'll just go for a single dev card at this point. I get a monopoly, which is very good. So 7 is roll. I think the 5 wood can get blocked, or the 5 wheat is also a decent block. But 5 wood, sorry, 5 wheat can will not be blocked. I guess the 9 wheat or the 5 wood, both of them seem to be a decent block. Yeah, the 5 wood is blocked and red gets stolen from. So these early 9s are really good for me. I think I will be getting another dev card this turn. So I do know that there is quite a lot of wood on this board. A couple of 8s have rolled. If I roll another 8, I will play my Monopoly. I know it's a little early, but it's I think it will be worth it, especially because if I can build on the 9-10, I will have a very decent OV cheap setup. First, let's see if I can get any trades. Yeah, so both of them are willing to give me wood. Actually, that was the wrong trade. Let me try asking for something like this. So even if I do play a monopoly, I will not be able to get a road and a settlement this turn, especially because I need to do a 4:1 right now. I know there is at least 4 wood on board. Yeah, so in that case, I'll just play. I'll get a second dev card and end my turn. Brown will be able to build another road. I think. Let me offer a wheat. I think Brown will be building towards the brick port if possible. They would want that spot, especially because now they have the six brick as well. So number wise, Brown is very strong. They have quite a decent setup here, although they don't have any ore. Yeah, so red does cut me off there. So based on that logic, I think not playing the Monopoly could have been a mistake for me. That said, I still want to target brown and gray because I think they still have a strong setup. I get a sheep, which is completely fine, and I roll an eight, so couple of woods blocked in the game. Five is a pretty decent roll for me. I get a wood after a quite some time in this game. My next target would be on the 4 5 11 spot. I will go for this trade. Although I know the 4 hasn't rolled, so maybe asking for that wouldn't have helped me. So now a 6 will give me settlement on either the 4 5 11 or the 6 3 11. I think 6 3 11 would be a fine spot, especially I will be. So a 4 does roll. There is. Gray does have a break now. Let me offer something like this. Maybe Gray might accept it. Okay, Gray doesn't accept it. How about some a trade like this? So seems like that trade isn't going through. In that case, I might just build a couple of roads. I think 4 5 11 is fine, and both of them have like decent production. But at this point, let me just go for the 6 3 11 first. I know I am racing with Brown for the 6 3 11 spot, but I think there's a good chance I can win that race. So I need a 6 so that I can build my settlement. A couple of nines or a 9 and a 10. I will be able to do a 4 is to 1. I'll convert my wheat into brick. Seems like this entire game I will be playing without any port. So that could be a little detrimental. So now red is in a very good spot. A 4 does roll. So I know Gray has at least two bricks in hand. I think Gray will counter offer and want a wood. If that's the case, I might do something like this. Okay. At this point, because I am racing with Brown, I think I will go for this trade. A little expensive, but it's worth the risk. The 5 wood gets blocked and I get stolen from, which is completely expected. 11 rolls giving me 2 ore, which is good. 7 rolls. I think the 9 wheat or the 6 brick can be blocked. And red steals from me. Okay. So another 8 rolls. I don't think I can do much this turn. So I'll just end my turn. Uh, Brown can go for another dev card. Yeah, they do get a dev card. Makes sense. 7 is rolled. I think the 9 sheep is an easy block. And I think brown can be targeted. Okay, so gray targets me. So I have lost a couple of ores already because of being targeted quite a bit. Not sure what gray would want to, oh, sorry, what red would want to do. Okay, they just go for a single dev card. That's completely fine by me. So 3 rolls. At this point, I will just be building a single road. And in my turn, the 4-5-11 spot is an excellent pick for me. I think the 5 brick, yeah. So I am being targeted quite a lot now. And that's a little unlucky, but that's how these games go sometimes. I do have a strong setup, so that is something that I have in my favor. Wow. So at this point, I think that is a mistake. There was no reason for red to play their dev card, but they do get a city in return. So that is why they made that move. I now think the 9 wheat gets blocked, or maybe the 8 wood is also a fine block for me, by me. Okay, completely okay with that block. Wow, can red cut me off here? Yeah, seems like red will be able to cut me off. Yeah. So based on that, I think now I am in a very bad position. I am being targeted quite a lot and being cut off multiple times. Plus, I will be playing this game without any port. And 11 is a good role for me. I will have to focus on getting cities and making progress in the game because I can't build any more settlements. So that is surely not an option anymore for me. Yeah, so pretty happy with these roles. 11, 11, and 9 helps me quite a bit. And an 8 rolls. Mm, maybe Gray will be willing to do this trade. I mean, it did roll, so they do have wood in hand. They would want some brick along with it. Not a trade that I'm willing to do with Gray, giving them an ore. And that's a rare ore for them. Okay, fine. I don't mind giving them 2 bricks at this point. Get a city. So I am keeping a track of what cards people have, and I think it should be like I should be able to get a get some play Monopoly chance to play Monopoly soon enough. So pretty sure I won't be targeted anymore. The 8 wood seems to be an excellent spot at this point. So gray or brown already has the longest road, and they are the one who is closest to getting the getting the largest army as well. And unlucky that 9 gets blocked over here. Wow, 4 rolls. I don't think I have any option but to play mine. But to play the okay, seems like nobody wants to give away their ore, which is completely understandable. Let's see if I can ask for a wheat. So at this point, I think I have to play the Monopoly just to slow down brown and the gray. And yeah, that's a great Monopoly, I would say. Especially because I can not only get a city but also a dev card. And a road building is kind of a wasted card for me. So the best I can do is build 4 more roads, and hopefully that is enough to get the longest road. I get stolen from. I don't think so. That's the right move, but just I mean I did play the Monopoly, and that did make everyone lose their ore. So pretty. I mean I guess that's the only reason why I was targeted there out of spite. So I'll be getting another dev card. I do get a victory point, so I can build a sneaky road build. I can place the road building sneakily and get on 8 points. So I still need like another victory point and a city. So I am quite a far way away from victory. Brown is pretty close to winning, I would say, just because they can easily get the largest army in the next turn, and Grey can get a city this turn as well. So a little lacking in progress. Okay, Grey goes for a settlement. And yeah, Grey is also going for the longest road, I would say. So 4 ore is a good block. 8 brick is also fine, I would say. Wow, so Brown is completely being missed over here. That's a huge mistake, according to me. Yeah. Just pointing out that Brown should be considered as a threat because I am on 5, and let's say even if I have 2 victory points, I am on 7. So there is no way I am winning easily. 7 rolls, so I am surely targeting Brown at this point. No other option, I would say. I get a sheep, which doesn't quite help me, but Yeah, I think I'll just play a single road and end my turn here. Not much that I can do. Yeah, so I surely now have to take the longest road away as soon as possible. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need another brick so that I can build another road. Uh, sure, I'll go if I get a dev card. I'll accept the trade. Unlucky that I was cut off by red multiple times this game. Yeah, seems like Gray is also going for the. I will go for this trade. I know because Gray is going for the longest road, taking it away from Brown, and Brown is a threat. That does mean that I cannot get the longest road anymore, but that's just an unfortunate part of this game. 7, the 8 wood should be blocked. Yeah. So I am not sure what my path to victory is at this point. Maybe just getting a lot of dev cards and another city, but that wouldn't be so easy as well, I believe. At this point, I can just play my road building. There's nothing I to for me to hide. I cannot get the longest road in any case, and I'll get a dev card, get a knight, which is fine. I do need a few knights if I need to get the largest army. Seems like that isn't going to happen. And wow, so Brown still targeting me. That is really, really unlucky at this point. Yeah, now I wouldn't want to trade with uh, Gray either, especially because Gray could be on 9. But if I am getting a beat so that I can get another dev card, because getting the largest army is the only option I have to win the game. So I will be playing my knight and stealing from Brown. I get a word which is completely useless to me, I would say. So I am giving away my roads because that doesn't help me at all. Get another break, just build another road and end my turn. Not much to do there. Nines are a very good roll for me, giving me 2 wheat and 2 sheep. And 11 would be an excellent roll at this point, giving me quite a few dev cards. I will trade for an over and nothing else because nothing else matters to me at this point. Yeah, I am rooting for an 11 to roll. Yeah, sorry, I had to pause the video for a second there. So I did roll an 11 on my turn itself. So I'll be getting four dev cards, and if luckily I am able to get all victory points, I can win the game. But obviously that is not going to happen. But yeah, so that's a pretty good roll for me. I think I'll just hold on to these cards. I can use them to do a 4:1. So 8 rolls, that means brown is blocked. Brown gets another dev card, which is okay by me. Another 8. So now gray is on 9 points, so that is certainly something that I will keep in mind. 6 rolls, I will be stealing from gray at this point, and so I will be playing my knight and stealing from gray. So I have to keep a track of the dev cards. So there are only 3 dev cards available this game so far, in this game round. So I would want to exhaust all the dev cards if possible. Red plays a road building. Don't think red can get the longest road. And another 8 rolls blocking both gray and brown from getting the wood. I will be playing the knight, as I said. And at this point, I think stealing from gray is fine. I'll get a brick. Oh, I get a sheep, which is also fine. Doesn't affect me in any way. I'll just do a 4:1 and end my turn. Not much that I can do there. Brown, I think, will still block me on the 9 beat. Okay, so Brown is still targeting me, which is, I guess, a complete mistake because Gray is already on 9. So surely Brown isn't thinking clearly at this point. So again, I am rooting for a 10 to rule this turn. So seems like there is only one dev card left, and I don't think so I'll be able to get it. So I think it's just a GG for me. Uh, yeah, it's just a game over. I don't think I can do much. I will be playing my knight, and at this point, I think stealing from gray is fine. I get a brick, so I will be able to pull the last dev card if I don't roll a 7. Roll a 6. Yeah, so I have to get the last dev card here. It's a knight, so there is a good chance that I can still get the longest road. Oh, sorry, the largest army. But for that, I think the game has to last long enough. Which I might not be sure if it will. There is a monopoly out there because I think Brown has it. Brown is counting and taking some time, so they might be thinking about what's going on in the game. Seems like so. My prediction would be Brown has 1 victory point and Red has 2. And Brown also plays a monopoly, gets away all the sheep. Uh, let's see what they can do with it. Um, Maybe a road and settlement, or maybe a couple of roads to get the longest road. They could be focusing on city as well. So for sure, in the next turn, if the game lasts that long, wow, is it GG? I don't not sure what they want to do here. They're just offering all their cards away. Yeah, just get the. They don't even get the longest road. Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, I will have to give away my wooden brick. Doesn't help me in any way keeping those cards with me. Yeah, brown is targeted. I think that's wrong at this point, especially knowing that there are no more dev cards. So, so I wouldn't mind brown getting the longest road at this point because they won't be able to. That will put gray a little lower in the points tally, and I am surely getting the largest army now. Yeah, so I think red is still targeting me, which is completely fine, makes sense. And now I will start targeting the 5 wheat. Or is the 6 sheep better? Yeah, I think the 6 sheep is better because it blocks gray as well. And I will be stealing from red, hoping to get a sheep or something else. But a 5 does roll. Not sure what I can do with that. So yeah, so in at this point, the only thing that makes sense is just convert it into a over and end my turn. 6 rolls. I think brown will be able to get the largest army. They don't. Okay. Yeah. Just wondering if Grey can end the game in this turn. All they need is a single settlement. Yeah. Actually, Grey cannot build a settlement. They will get a city. They need to get a city. I don't think so. They have the cards in hand to get the city. So maybe they celebrated a turn too early. Okay. Yeah. Seems like they have a city in hand now. Wow. They don't. So they just celebrated a turn too early. Uh, 10. So let's see what red can do. So red will surely not be getting the longest road. They do get a city. Yeah. Seems like the chat got very toxic. I need an 11 to roll. I think that's the only card that helps me, especially because there aren't any dev cards in the game. 5 rolls that will just give me a single ore. I have to play my knight. There's not much I can do about that. And I have to pull a brick, and brick alone can help me, or an ore, which is completely okay. So I will be stealing from red, hopefully get a break. I get a sheep, not something that I wanted. Yeah, let's see if I can get any trades whatsoever. Actually, let me just offer something like this and I will be okay. So bot is willing to do that. Bot wants an ore instead. Let me offer this or something like this to bot. Okay, doesn't look like bot wants any of those trades. Okay, so whatever I do, bot wants an ore. What about something like this? Doesn't look like bot is going to accept anything. So at this point, I think I'll do this and end my turn with 9 cards in hand. A 9 does roll, so I am closest to winning this game now. Uh, if a 4 rolls, Grey might have it. If a 4 rolls, 5 rolls, that doesn't help Grey. I am not sure what Red will be doing. Red has, according to me, only one victory point in hand. Just wondering if Red can get the longest road now. If they build 2 more roads, they will be on 10. I don't think so that's possible. They can build 2 roads and a settlement or maybe another city, but that would be the best that they can do. Yeah, they do. So I think they are now on 9 points, and I'm not sure if they have a city in hand. If they get a city, somehow they will be able to win the game. Okay, they just hold on to that their card. So that's GG. I win the game. That's a very lucky, very competitive game, and yeah, very scary as well. And yeah, so come from behind victory, and I have to take a huge sigh. It's a sigh of relief here. I mean, a very very close game, and yeah, so like, completely out of words here. I was stolen from 11 times, which yeah makes complete sense. I was targeted quite a lot, but these 11s did help me, especially their one roll where I was able to get like 3 or 4 dev cards because a couple of nines rolled and then an 11 rolled. That gave me a victory point and 3 knights, and I just had to play all those 3 knights. And yeah, it was a long game, but surely an very very exciting one. Let's see Elo board. I uh, my last few games have been a positive Elo for me. Sorry, yeah. So now I am in the lower 2000, mid 2000, sorry, higher 1000s, 1700, pretty decent, but still would want to go higher. And that's it for now, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.